Johnny reads his poem. I love that I wrote Johnny Depp into the screenplay. I will look for you in every lifetime and love you there. Clara has her head pressed against the window. She watches the city twinkling in the distance as they descend down the hills. Several guests scattered about the room's walls and low ceiling are draped with fine upholstery. A hookah is smoked by the fire. Claire's bedroom at night, reads the poem. Mediterranean-style mansion, drawing room, continuous. Roma leans against the door frame, listening with everyone else to the poem recital. The fool will strip to his foolish hide, which she might have seen when she threw him aside. So some of him lived, and most of him died. And it isn't the shame, and it isn't the blame that stings like a white-hot brand. It's coming to know that she never knew why and never could understand. Woo, just gave me an idea, So in this story, it's about love throughout the ages, reincarnation, this love that Roman and Clara have had again and again and again, because it's his true love, both of them. He's a vampire, so he lives forever. She's human, she's mortal, but she's reincarnated, and she's a very old soul, so she has reincarnated many times, so they've had many loves. But this line right here really made me think. The fool was stripped to his foolish hide, which she might have seen when she threw him aside. So some of him lived and most of him died. That's really interesting, because I've always thought about this relationship as if every time she comes back, they're madly in love. And then something tragic happens again, and she dies, and he has to protect her. We'll get into all that. But what if one life, maybe even the last, it didn't go well? She threw him aside. Maybe. Interesting to think about. If you do have a twin flame who your souls continue to reconnect again and again throughout different lifetimes, can things still go wrong in certain lifetimes, and what might seem like in that lifetime a parting maybe comes back together in the next. That's really interesting. It's really interesting to think about in context to their relationship. Okay. It's coming to know that she never knew why and never could understand. So I want her coming up with her next song here, right? Because she's going to grow as an artist as she grows as a person, and getting closer to her true self, and this unrequited love, this past love, is going to bring her closer to her realized potential. She'll draw inspiration from it. And what is the song? Because I have the first song. If this is a dream, don't wake me up. This next one, I think the key might be in this poem somewhere. The blame that stings like a white-hot brand. It's coming to know that she never knew why and never could understand. And also Roman. Roman leans against the doorframe, listening with everyone else to the poem recital. He's listening. Claire's there playing. Seep into her room. Dun dun dun. She's like etching it out. There's like a little ditty that's already there. It's a nice. The music of this section stops, and this one little simple dun 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 dun, whatever it is coming. Never could understand. Like, it's just whatever the song is. It's coming to know. She never knew why. Never could understand. Never could understand. I have to analyze the song. I have to analyze and figure out what the song's going to be. Hey. I realize this strange thing happens with these screens. What is happening with this screen? What's going on here? Why is it? Oh. Maybe nothing strange happened. Maybe that's fine. Okay, anyways. I was reading the poem and thinking about the poem. Fool there was, and he made his prayer to a rag and bone and a hank of hair. Oh, the years we waste and the tears we waste and the work of our head in hand belonged to the woman who did not know and did not understand. A fool there was, and his goods he spent, honor and faith and a sure intent. But a fool must follow his natural bent of the toil we lost and the spoil we lost and the excellent things we planned belonged to the woman who didn't know why and didn't understand. The fool was stripped to his foolish hide, which she might have seen when she threw him aside. So some of him lived and most of him died. And it isn't the shame, it isn't the blame that stings like a white-hot brand. It's coming to know that she never knew why, she never could understand. It's just such a great poem, especially for the story. It's about what love can take from us and how draining it can be. Draining. Of course, I'll get an artist to do these songs at one point. I'll work with a great musical artist. That's the goal. Just trying to think of something that can work for now. So she's like sitting there. Take Take it slow. Bring me. Before you go. I'm not going to waste your time on this. Hold on. We got it. So, Terry Clara's room. The question is, do I see before this Roman go to bed or something? Because I was on him here, close. Everyone, the poem recital. Interior. No. She finds her way through the song. She whispers to herself. It's like, drain me. Dun, 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 dun. Take it slow. Drain me. Don't let go. That's it. You just end it there. So it's like hard cut. You know, the cheesy thing is like the sun rises. It's already rising though here. Could have a scene with Esme. It's a kind of cool shot. I just thought of a shot. You could have Roman going into his bedroom, and like he like opens the door, and the sun is just coming in to the room, and you see it like the sun light on the floor, and this big wall of glass or windows, this big curtain is just coming down. And as it comes down, the light that's on the floor is like retracting back, right? The shadow is covering it. And as that happens, he just walks into the room until it's fully down. And it's a fucking cool shot. And then he gets onto his bed. I mean, he can't sing the lyrics to Drain Me. There's a fucking musical at this point. Maybe it is. Drain me. Take it slow. Drain me. No, he can't sing the lyrics. It's weird. But Esme could be in the room. And just tell him, like, you need to stop. Stop this. This ends here. Do you remember what happened the last time? It's so on the fucking nose. Like, how do you say that without that being so obvious? This ends here. This stops now. I really like the idea of a scene where Clara goes to a psychic and the psychic freaks out on her. It's just like warns her. That's a really cool scene, but I don't think it goes next. I think, I feel like the next moment that I'm seeing is a big bunch of roses right outside her door, and then the door opens. Clara opens it as if someone just delivered them, and it's this beautiful bouquet of roses, and she brings them in, and like Jolene's there, and it's just like, uh-oh. And she like puts the roses down. She's like, oh my God, they smell beautiful. Smells them, and then there's a little card. She takes the card, and it says something. Oh, it's like 2 tickets to, a symphony orchestra or something that Roman would take her to. It's musical but classical. Amazing. And then you have this epic scene where she shows, and they go out. And then you have Roman take her out on the most epic date you could ever imagine. Like your dream date. Like my dream date, I remember when I was young, I never did it, but I would always dream about having the chutzpah to when you're just met someone. I remember when you're young, you're in love, the passion is strong, and it's brand new. Maybe you just met this person that night even, but you're like, oh, fire. You're like, I always wanted to just be like, where do you want to go? Like, what do you want to do? Where can we travel? And just do it. So let's go right now. Paris, wherever it is, get on the plane. Let's just go with whatever we have now. We'll buy whatever we need along the way and go. It was like a fantasy of just wanting to do that. And I think it's just like the most romantic, epic, sensual date that one could have, especially first date. I'd like for Roman to do that. That's a Roman thing to do. He's lived long enough to know that when you only live once, you got to just go for it all the way every time, especially when love's on the line. So I think about that. Now, if he hears this poem from Johnny, and then she's kind of cracked a song, and then she wakes up and there's flowers there, okay. He's pursuing. He's continuing. That's fine. If there's a warning from Esme now, then he is going against the warning. There's a little bit more conflict there. But you could also do the date, have him come back from this date, and it's the most amazing thing ever. And then Esme could say, this ends here. Or he could come back from the date, and then he's notified that he has to go to a meeting for the Black Edict, which is happening, the once every decade meeting. And he goes, and that's where it's a great part of the movie, because the audience is going to, for the first time, see the underworld of the vampire, which kind of crazy that it's taking me till page 48. And at that point, it would be page, who knows, 58, 60 to get there into that vampire world. Is that too long? If you can pull the audience that long and then take them there. You could also just go to the Black Addict right here. And it takes you on this date, but I feel like now's the romance section. And look, maybe I shouldn't think in terms of page count. There's a lot of shit that happens here. And well, I have the vampire world though with the nightclub Barabbas. So that is a really great intro to the world. By 60, I'm one-upping it. So I think that's okay. And then, so if I go there, so if Esme warns him here, we have him go on the date, come back, the vampire world. We see what's at stake in the vampire world, which is the rules around humans and turning humans, and Lucien's hatred towards Roman and humans in general. Lucien knows what's happening, though. He wants her for himself. We're going to get into all that. The war that's brewing, essentially, between Roman and all the vampires, especially Lucien, led by Lucien. You're really upping the ante there. Then he comes back. And he's just like, what do you have happen? He's like, I can't be with you. He can't be with her. He's going to abandon her. It's going to hurt her. But then he realizes that he can't. He's back with her. Now he's got to protect her. Then Lucien's going to be doing a backdoor deal with the edict that he has the right to her soul. It's been approved. She can be turned. We have to work on that. Maybe Lucien pushes Roman's boundaries or buttons to a point that he gets Roman to do something that allows him to get that win in the court of the vampire court. I always wanted Roman to kill Kai. Make Clara furious. She can't be with him. That could still come later, though. He can break it off with her, thinking he's doing it for her own good, so that therefore she's still with Kai. I'm really doing a lot of thinking now. Sometimes writing is just thinking. It's kind of cool to talk out loud about it, like this. It's like performative, but it's helpful, because it's what you do anyways in your own head. It's like an audience of one, always, right? You're the audience, but you're the audience too. Let's try it, because I can always put the scene somewhere else. I love that shot. Interior. I'm going to leave you there for the day before I get into writing this. Good session. Pretty much didn't write much at all, but we thought through things and now are ready to write next time we sit down, which is great. It happens all the time, for me at least. Talk soon. Oh, let me know what you think about all this stuff, please.